there, welcome to Accounting Superstars, the place to learn accounting. Let's go here. What we're going to do is learn about the internal rate of return. Fred here owns a snowblower shop in Colorado, and he wants to know if he should buy a machine. Now, Fred's desired rate of return is 15%. That is, he would love to earn a 15% return on his investments. Now, down here in the chart here, Fred tells us that he has to make a down payment of $5,400, and that's listed as a negative number because cash outflows are negative. Yearly payments, he's got to pay $800 a year for the next 5 years. And revenue, he's going to make some money off of this machine, and he plans on making $3,000 each year for the next 5 years. Now, this is a cash inflow, so it is positive. Annual repairs, every year he's going to have to do some maintenance on this machine, $500 each and every year. And these are all the cash flows that Fred has told us about. If there were more cash flows, we would write them down, but this is all we have, so we're going to total up the columns. Times 0 totals up to a negative 5,400. Column 1, a positive 1,700, and so on and so forth. We don't have to do this step next, but we will, and that is we're going to find the net present value. So here's how we do it, just like all the other examples. What we're going to do is pull down this negative 5,400 and put it right here in this spot, because this negative 5,400 is already at the present and we do not need to do anything to it. So there it is. Next step, we need to find the present value for years 1 through 5. And for that, we'll use the computer here. So we go up to formulas, then financial, and then we go to NPV, net present value. So here we go. So the rate of return, now I'm going to make this a little bit more automatic. I could type in 15% or 0.15, but all I'm going to do for the rate is just click on it, and Excel will take care of the rest for me. Value 1, rather than typing these values in one at a time, let's just cover up the ones we need, years 1 through 5. So there we are, press OK, and there's the present value of those cash flows. So all we need to do to get the total is add period 0 and the present value of years 1 through 5 together, and we end up with a positive $299. So what does that mean? Well, it means that Fred is going to earn a little bit more than a 15% return. Whenever this is positive, that means it's higher than the desired rate of return. If this present value was negative, it would be less. Now, what we'll do is we'll figure out the exact rate of return the hard way, and then we'll do it the easy way. So here's all I'm going to do, is I'm going to just take this 15% and adjust it. Now, since we know he's going to earn a little bit more than a 15% return, I'm going to try 16%. Let's see what happens. Well, we're getting closer here. 166. Let's try 17%. 39. We're getting pretty close. You see, when this total present value reaches 0, we've got the exact rate of return. Let's try 18%. Well, we went a little too far, so we went into the negative. So we know that Fred's rate of return is going to be something between 17 and 18%. Now, let's do it the easy way, the internal rate of return. So let's just put our cursor where we want the answer to land, and I put it right here. And so to figure it out, you just go to formulas, go to financial, and then go to IRR, internal rate of return. And the computer says, well, what are the values? And here, for the internal rate of return, you want to highlight every single one of them. Don't miss any. Include 0. So times 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all of them. And if any of these are zeros, make sure you have a 0 in there. Now, the next thing is the computer is saying, hey, can you help me out here? Can you give me a guess? And that is because the internal rate of return might have multiple answers. And most of the answers are very ridiculous and not useful at all. But so what we'll do is we'll leave the guess blank, and what the computer is going to do is say, hey, I think the answer is going to be around 10%, which is not too far off. So let's press OK. And here we go. Here's the answer, folks. Fred's rate of return, his exact rate of return, is going to be 17.31%. There you are, folks. That's how you do the internal rate of return. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.